Our learning team used the momentum from our data, our goals, and our kickoff to design tiered teacher and student supports through mindfulness tied to academic success. We started by taking our research and directly applying strategies to our tiers of students through whole group, Tier 1, small group, Tier 2, and individualized Tier 3 instruction. The learning team and students shared these concepts with staff and each other. Our staff began to use these tiered supports and work together to design their own to support student needs. Today with a book that's a little more child-friendly. This is a book that has a lot of strategies for both families and for students that you can try in your classroom. And right now we're really focusing on how do we explain this whole thing of mindfulness to our families.
This has changed my classroom in several different ways. If you look at my class as a whole, I teach pre-K and we have a very difficult time transitioning from one activity to the next, and doing a mindfulness activity between each transition that lasts maybe even just a minute has settled the children and they're ready to learn.
I will add comments and I won't stop. Let's make ourselves into spiders. Arms up.
When the pandemic began, headlines focused on students. While we had already started our mindful journey, ABC and child experts spoke to the importance of mindfulness during COVID-19. We created a mindful menu of 12 practices for students and families to try. We then turned these practices into easily accessible videos called the Mindful Minutes. These videos shared practices in a few minutes or less. Teachers embedded these practices into their day, sharing with families the importance of weaving in mindfulness for all. Guardians began sharing in the benefits of these practices and even sent in videos and pictures.
I pulled this out of my intention bucket, and I want you to say this to yourself right now. Today will be a good day. And say it a couple more times. Today will be a good
Moving forward
day.
with and without the pandemic, the importance of interwoven mindfulness bloomed for our students and staff.
All right, Isabella, show your internal weather this morning.
Cloudy.
Why are you cloudy this morning?
Because today we only have a half a day of school.
It's important that we pay attention to the clues our body is giving us. Yeah, our hands feel like rocks. I feel so angry.
Sometimes we have all these feelings and emotions inside of us, and we don't know what they are, and we need to dig a little deeper to figure it out.
What are some things we can do as a class of students to show our gratitude to a person or a place?
Look what Johanna wrote, by cleaning the classroom.
Yes.
While our mindful journey is continuous, because the seeds of mindfulness are always being planted and grown, at William Paca Old Post Road, we are committed to providing these practices for the well-being of our staff and our students.
This is something that you can do, just like your belly breathing, just like you're tracing your leaves, to ground yourself, right? And get yourself back together if you have a challenge, a storm, or a cloudy day.
And we're learning how gratitude and thankfulness fills us up. It fills up our hearts, and it fills up our brain, and it makes us happy.
Think, what matters most to you today?
Our intention for the day today and every day, we want to remind ourselves that showing gratitude does not always have to be a material thing. So a lot of you put in that Padlet that just smiling at someone, saying thank you, being kind.
I can let negative thoughts go.
I can let negative thoughts go. I can let negative thoughts go. Negative thoughts. I can let negative thoughts go.
Fantastic. All right.
All right, my friends, it's time to report our inside weather. And remember, Whether you feel sunny or rainy or cloudy or a thunderstorm, we can use our mindful strategies to weather the storm and come out better.